the 11th. It's April. It's 2020. I apologize for making so many videos, but the information and the takeover of the United States is escalating once again. Now, Mike Decker and I noticed that a couple of days ago, suddenly police were suddenly getting caught on social media, beating people down, dragging them off buses, giving them fines, and it appears that they're targeting anyone that's trying to go to church, even though it is Good Friday, Easter. Most people want to go to church. They don't get it, whatever. But when the states started locking down a few weeks ago, because we're coming up on a month here, Friday the 13th, Trump shut the country down. We're coming up on a month and people are still basically sitting quietly in their homes thinking everything's going to be fine, and they still don't see what's happening. Well, after a month passing, those military assets that I've been showing you traveling all over the United States are now in place. So stage 2 has begun. A few days ago, the police have been recorded everywhere beating the shit out of people for not social distancing, for not doing this, not doing that. It's getting crazy. But the thing is they want people to respond because Americans are basically sitting home like children waiting to be let outside with all sorts of conditions. America is over. And if you don't stand up right now, you're going to die like a quivering, shivering coward in your house. And if this video right here doesn't prove that to you, there's no hope. Unsubscribe and walk away. My channel will be gone very shortly anyways, I would suspect. But check this out.
Apparently arresting a dad for throwing a ball to his daughter.
It was a former city council member who could not believe what he was recording.
In a park of about, 30, 40 acres. But apparently that is not allowed by Brighton.
Well, if you don't give us your information, we're going to put you in handcuffs in front of your 6-year-old daughter.
Matt Mooney is the 33-year-old dad who assured his daughter they were doing nothing wrong when police approached and told them they were violating the state's social distancing guideline.
She's like, Daddy, I don't want you to get arrested. And at this point, I'm thinking, there's no way they're going to arrest me.
Okay, as sad as that story is, you can't help but notice that he's 33 years old and his daughter is 6 years old. This story is meant to infuriate you. Even though plenty of things like this are actually happening, this one on the mainstream is meant to infuriate you. And the way you can tell is by his age and his daughter's age. But also check this out. Police arrest 28 arrested in Maryland for violating. This guy's getting chased down the beach by a cop. You can't go outside. You can't do any of these things. Even though I've shown you as many doctors as I can possibly find that have the courage to get out on social media because mainstream won't run them, you cannot catch a virus in an airborne fashion. So all of this social distancing is just bullshit so they can do things like this. You have to be injected with a virus to get sick. COVID-19 has only killed actually about 150 people because they were probably weak people. People get sick and die. This entire thing is absolute nonsense so they can simply push this. And the ultimate goal is the destruction of the United States. Why do I say that? Because we're going on a month. No one's going to work. All the rich people are boarding up all their shops. What do you think that the reasoning behind that is? Now they're in the stage where they've already scared you. You're staying in the house, but now they need you to fight back so they can get this thing started. And that's what all these headlines are showing you right now. It's absolutely ridiculous how flagrant. They're using the same old formula. They just mixed it up with a different chemical this time called COVID-19. Recording people's license plates. That's ridiculous. And they're going after the Christians. They're going after anyone talking truth. This is completely nonsensical. None of it makes sense. They're using mannequins again. How many times have we seen that? With all these dead people everywhere, Nebraska's actually trying to keep this poor plastic mannequin alive. Same thing on the USS Comfort. Trying to keep this plastic mannequin alive. They're laughing at you. They were laughing at you since day one. They told people a scary story and everybody ran in the house. You think it's a complete coincidence that this cover came out this quickly? What do you see going on here? This guy's walking his dog with a mask. This hidden hand is walking you with the mask. And if you don't wear a mask, they're going to chase you around, hit you with a stick, and hit you with a $1,000 fine unless you act like a grown-up American with your God-given rights to be here and stand up to this. All the medical things. Well, we don't have enough masks. We don't have enough for our brave first responders. But this right here was here 3 weeks ago in Warland, Wyoming. In the middle of nowhere, these were already installed, they were already printed, shipped, and delivered because this is a plandemic. It's not real. All of these laws that I showed you that nobody seemed to care about. Oh, we have the Constitution, we have this, that, and the other. They've overridden everything, and it's pretty flagrant at this point right now. They put executive orders and everything else in place. You see this? I found this little meme kind of funny. Somebody's asking, would you take the COVID-19 created by Bill Gates? And overwhelmingly, it says people say no. Well, they're saying that from at home, locked in, sheltering in place, doing as they're told, not traveling, not visiting anybody, but they're answering a poll. But I guarantee you when the time comes, no one's going to have the balls to stand up and not take the shot. So there's that. This is crazy. Check this out.
It's a way you can't even do your housework when you're quarantined. You can't even buy leaf bags to pick up your leaves to clean up your own yard while you're on quarantine. This is a perfect example of the government taking away our rights every day. It's time for America to wake up. This is not acceptable. This is against the law. This is not right. This is against our laws. We have constitutional rights to be able to buy this stuff and do our work. And they're refusing to let us buy even seeds to plant our own vegetables. We can't even buy seeds to plant our own vegetables. What are we going to do when the stores close down and we can't go to the stores to buy vegetables? Oh, that's right. We can't even farm our own stuff.
Now, this guy's right, and he has a point, but his problem is he keeps saying this is unconstitutional. This entire takeover of the United States and the world is a complete criminal act. So constitutions, all that shit, it's out the window and has been anyways. So I don't understand this. He keeps going on explaining how he's going to a store and now stores have decided what's essential and non-essential for you. And as you'll see when I keep playing this, police are actually discussing checking your carts on the way out. Do you see what this is? How can you not see what this is? This is all you can see physically. You're not allowed to do this. You can't go there. You can't have that. You can't raise your kids anymore. You can't have a business. You can't earn money to live on this earth. And they're telling you what's essential and non-essential. They're never, ever, ever going to give this power back. People think that this is going to come to an end and everything will be fine. It will. It will come to an end. I won't be here. Most of you shouldn't be here because this world won't be for us. This is the beast system. They are not going to relinquish this power, and the last couple of days has actually shown that. They're stepping it up. Now they're using all those executive orders I was trying to show you and nobody seemed to have any interest in. They don't give a shit. This is a takeover. Donald Trump is and has been part of this the entire time. I've been saying that for 3 years. The videos are still up. Anybody that's telling you truths and then are saying anything about Trump other than he is totally and 100% complicit do not have the discernment to be giving you any type of information. And that's just a fact. You can't talk about martial law and then say this is unconstitutional. The Constitution's gone. They're doing this. The noose is tightening. They're trying to provoke people right now. That's what all these abuses of power are. For people that think the troops won't fire, the police wouldn't do that. Well, the police always have done that, and now they're stepping it up. And somebody gave them the green light to step it up, as you can see. They're going to squeeze us, and then they're going to starve us. This is the worst case scenario ever, and people are sitting back, allowing them to get all their pieces into place. And then they're going to provoke you when they want. That's exactly what